Global warming has returned to Georgia. It's the middle of February, and it's 21 degrees Fahrenheit. And for one of the rarest occasions in Georgia driving, I've actually had to somewhat scrape my frozen windshield so I can even see through it, which I really can't hardly. So the cold is back. We've missed yet another chance at major snowfall, with it raining almost an inch yesterday. So this is definitely driving and blogging winter version. So serious cold weather. Did the best I could to scrape myself a little viewing portal out of an American Express gold card, and done fairly well. I can almost see the road, just about. As soon as the old temp cranks up a little on the old motor there, we'll have some hot spewing air to fill our cabin with joy. So let's see what commuting in Atlanta's like nowadays on this, the coldest day in February. It begins. In a move that rivals some of the most preposterous of all government actions of complete epic stupidity, Atlanta's managed to add an extra hour of traffic to the downtown connector area by closing one of the most widely used exits, the 10th and 14th Street Techwood Drive exit, for 2 years. They couldn't even start this project in the summer when traffic's less. They went ahead and started it right now in the absolute heart of the busiest traffic time, forcing people to exit at either Northside Drive or North Avenue, which is some of the smaller, less ample exits. So they've basically added an extra hour to everyone's commute, because if you're not coming in at the golden hour of 6 a.m. downtown, you'll find yourself absolutely backed up past West Paces Ferry Road, which is ridiculous for someone trying to just basically enter the city itself. Luckily, like you can see here, I'm managing just to skate in with little or no delay, but I'm very different than the poor folks that have to start work at 9 in the morning, and if you do start work at 9 in the morning, you have no business being downtown at 6 in the morning. That's ridiculous. So, as usual, Georgia government at work. Another exit no one understands. So, instead of going directly to your picked destination, you're forced now to go into some of the better neighborhoods in Atlanta. Down Northside Drive, which is a fancy word for Highway 41 once it enters the city of Atlanta here, and one must exit and basically catch 10th and 14th Street on the backside of Northside Drive, and this right here gets absolutely brutal at normal rush hour times at 7, 8 a.m., whatnot. So, government brilliance. 2 years of lane closure, or exit closure, road closure, whatever you want to call it. In a city that already suffers easily the longest commute times and definitely some of the worst, if not the worst, traffic in the world. Not speaking for some of those Indian, Bangladesh, and some of those type places, obviously, but in America, I guess, not the world. But it sure feels like it's the world when you're sitting there for 2.5 hours, and there's nothing that invigorates your day more than just coming to work with a good 2-hour commute sitting on you and sitting in traffic, letting your ass get all sore. It's terrific. So, like I said, luckily I can skate under the radar of this traffic beast, but I also have to do so at 6 in the morning before most people even get out of bed. yesterday at about 10 minutes from now, I was sitting all the way through here because the traffic had already backed up so much. So I'm sure there's going to be a minor adjustment phase to this whole situation, but I cannot honestly imagine 2 years of an additional hour of traffic. That just blows me away. So if anybody gripes about Atlanta traffic slowing the economy or recessionary myths and that sort of thing, they have nothing but themselves to blame, because they 100% created this problem. And I know it's kind of ridiculous me making this angry sounding blog when I'm going 55 miles an hour down a 35 mile an hour road, but it's bad. In 1 hour, which is 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, there's no reason why a city should be gridlocked than it is. I can see a city being gridlocked at 8 a.m. Okay, fine, deal with it. 7 a.m., that's outrageous. Northside Drive. This is one of those fantastic areas they like to call transitional. I like to just call it scary as hell. .5 degrees in Atlanta, and it's cold. It just seems colder when it was 54 degrees and raining yesterday. Get hit in the face with 30-degree temperature change. Coming up on the mean streets of Atlanta. District. And here we are, just like I said, Main Streets of Atlanta. That's it, Main Street. So yeah, I guess the conclusion is, as usual, government bad. Government dumb. This reminds me of when they decided that people getting onto Interstate 400 were causing a traffic issue on 85, so the best thing they could come up with was to actually close one of the ramps to 400. That was the bright idea they came up with. Project lasts, but I don't hold a lot of hope. It's your 8% sales tax and your 12% income tax and your 16% property tax at work. Good job, City of Atlanta and DOT. We're proud of you.